called True Ultra Instinct. So this right here is a blatant retcon. And you know how I mentioned the thing that Whis was talking about earlier being a lie? Well, that's because Turotaro is just gaslighting us here. Because Whis never mentioned anything about Goku having to use his own style. The only thing he said, somewhat alluding to this, was when he was criticizing Goku's use of clones to try and shriek Whis. When in actuality, the last thing Whis said to Goku was that he should be focusing on keeping his heart calm in battle so he could use Ultra Instinct in his base form, as keeping one's heart calm in battle is not an angel level technique. Hell, Goku learned the basics of this while training with Kami and Popo back when he was a kid, and he applied those teachings to the Super Saiyan transformation so he could create the mastered Super Saiyan Grade 4 form, wherein he could use Super Saiyan as a base form, the same principle that he's applying to master Ultra Instinct and using that in his base form. But no, this is modern Dragon Ball, and we can't acknowledge Goku as the martial arts master that he is. The franchise must be milked. Goku must relearn stuff he learned as a child. Blah blah blah. This whole thing is like, imagine after all Goku went through to attain the Super Saiyan transformation in Namek. Imagine if Goku just decided, nah, Super Saiyan ain't it, and then in the Android and Cell games went back to using Kaioken. So that is how dumb this true Ultra Instinct thing is. Ran over. Okay, so with his new whatever Ultra Instinct, Goku begins to get the upper hand on Gas, all until Gas transforms again. But then Granola comes in with the save, as the bounty hunter is back, and with the aid of Vegeta, who just headbutts Gas to the ground, like, how can you not love this guy? Goku uses his stronger, weaker, mastered Ultra Instinct Sasano to just throw Gas into space, and then Granola blasts him with a super ray gun, and Gas disappears like a fart in the wind. Also, you would think, as Gas is alive, because maybe Granola held back and let him live on purpose, maybe, because it turns out that Granola's character has had a revelation. He no longer wants any kind of revenge. He invites the Hita gang to leave the planet scot-free. So where did such a drastic character change come from? Well, earlier in the manga mentions that he heard of Bardock's story while he dreamt, and that shattered his entire worldview. Granola's character development, the whole the whole driving force for this arc, his need for vengeance, was resolved off screen and in a dream. This is just like that fucking Dr. Manhattan meme. His character development came to him in a dream. What? Like, this development is dumb on multiple levels. Not only does it come out of nowhere, but it's also a form of overcorrection to Granola's character, as not wanting to kill anyone is one thing, but to let them get away scot free is a whole other thing. Like, these guys still hunted down and killed your mother like she was a dog, would have killed you, would have killed Granola as a child, and then let Granola work for them for nigh 50 years. At the very least, they should be rotting away in that galactic prison. Granola letting them just get away completely doesn't make any sense at all. He's not a fighting maniac like Goku, who would be itching for a rematch. Like, if these guys come back and have blown up your planet while you're asleep, like, what then, Granola? What then? But of course, as per usual, and say it with me now, Gas transformed again. This time into some zombie kind of thing. But once again, I'll give credit to Toyotaro where it's due, because it's at the 11th hour that he finally does something interesting with this whole thing about people wishing to be the strongest in the universe. As Gas's very life force is being burned away to sustain his new powers right in front of everyone's eyes. Like, from going from not even Namek Saga level to God tier in an instant, the price to pay should instantly be as steep. All of these, oh, shortened lifespans, get that weak shit out of here. This is way more narratively interesting and satisfying. So talking about paying a steep price, this is where the video comes full circle, as this is where Frieza touches down, eviscerates the antagonist, exposes a leg as the bitch he is before vaporizing him, one-shots Goku and Vegeta, hires some new staff. So you'd think that Maki and Oil would have a bit of a more emotional reaction to seeing half of their family get brutally murdered in front of their eyes, but these characters just stink. I hope I never have to see them again. And then, yeah, Frieza just leaves. And then the Arquettes. But okay, let's step back a bit and re-examine the ending and how it affects our green-haired protagonist, antagonist Granola. Because on re-examination, it just gets worse. Like, this character, he didn't get revenge on the man who killed his mom. His, his arc was, his character arc was concluded off screen. He didn't get revenge on the man who orchestrated the genocide of his entire people. Like when Frieza was on screen, you would have thought that him and Granola would have at least exchanged a line, but nope, nothing. And he's actually still destined to die in a couple years, because Naito didn't mention anything about wishing away Granola's powers before sealing the Dragon Balls forever. Vegeta even gives him that generic, oh, we'll meet again, perhaps fight someday. But that's not gonna happen, mate. Granola the Survivor is not surviving this. By the end of the manga, Granola is probably cold dead in the ground. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too hard on Toyotaro, as this isn't the only time in Dragon Ball Super where they try to put a positive spin on a straight up depressing, kind of dystopian, weird ending. As with the conclusion of the Future Trunks Goku Black arc, Future Trunks' entire universe was destroyed, leaving him to live in an alternate universe where himself and his girlfriend Mai already exist. Wait, wait a second. That's impossible. Seriously, what am I supposed to feel for these characters? It's not hope. They just made me feel sad. Maybe Black Frieza was just a necessary evil to put this entire arc to bed. So what really frustrates me about this arc is that it really had narrative, deeper narrative potential beyond the promising start it had. As by rereading it, I realized that the overarching theme of this entire arc was that of one's resolve, but it was just done badly for every single character. Like Granola's resolve to get revenge for his people was remedied off screen. Gas's resolve to prove himself to Alec had no narrative substance behind it. Goku and Vegeta's resolve needed Saiyan pride for some reason. Bardock's resolve led to a nonsense power boost, which just isn't how Dragon Ball works. As all the resolve in the world couldn't help him against. And then Frieza's resolve to be the strongest again apparently trumped everyone else's, even though it came out of absolutely nowhere. I hold out little hope for the newest arc of Dragon Ball, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So, Toyotaro, I hope you prove me wrong, and I won't have to make a video like this again next year. Okay, I know this video was a bit negative and pessimistic and a bit sad, but hey, to uplift your spirit, check out my video here on why Dragon Ball's original manga ending was weird but perfect. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Stay welcome to the cage and peace out.
Biggest offer of 2024. Father's Day sale. Up to 35% off on Pitbull Shaver. Free gifts on purchases.
Is holding a blanket and with a quick motion of his eyes delivers the baby immediately from Bulma. With Vegeta now able to out the rest of their team. Apparently, there are only 28 planets in Universe 7 with life on them, as planets Sadala, Vegeta, and Namek have all been destroyed. However, Supreme Kai had not observed all of them in terms of combat strength, excluding them from consideration. We suggest they continue from the previous tournament's team of Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Buu. Goku then suggests Manaka, but Beerus forbids it, saying Manaka is sick. Vegeta questions if Gohan can fight, but Goku is unsure. Goku states they should bring Goten and Trunks, but Vegeta says to leave the kids out of it. Goku then figures they can bring Master Roshi, Tien Shinhan, and Krillin instead, along with his wife, number 18. Vegeta figures that if they decide to bring 18 along, they should also bring number 17. However, Bulma wonders if he's still evil, and on top of that, they have no idea where he might be, so Goku takes off to ask number 18 about him. Over in Universe 11 on planet Boss, the Pride Troopers fight against a giant crab monster. A big-eared trooper known as Dispo rushes in to save a child, and Toppo arrives to shoot the monster's claw off. Toppo wonders where Jiren is, and Dispo explains that he's off on a distant planet named Tawale recapturing aliens, aiming to return once the situation is under control. Suddenly, the crab monster fires an enormous amount of foam from his mouth, trapping everyone around him. Dispo tries to attack, but Toppo advises against it, as he might hurt the civilians in the process. As the situation seems to spiral out of control, suddenly, Toppo notices something flying toward them in the distance. It was a hero who'd arrived, completely smashing the monster through the planet's floor and shrinking him down to size with ease, eliminating the threat. It was Jiren, the warrior Toppo had mentioned, who'd finished taking care of the alien threat and flew to the Pride Trooper's location on his own. We cut back to Belmont, who explains that Jiren has devoted himself to justice, doesn't act on self-interest, and won't even kill bad guys. There is one thing that can bait him into joining the tournament, though, and that's the Super Dragon Balls that can grant him any wish of his choice. Velma then tells the Supreme Kai to take him to Jiren so he can convince him. Back on planet Boss, Jiren initially declines to participate in the Tournament of Power when asked by Toppo, stating that he won't save their own universe at the cost of others being erased. However, from above, Belmont appears, stating that Jiren's wish could come true should they win. After some thought on his mysterious wish, Jiren decides to participate, but only on the condition that he will return to Universe 11 should any trouble occur while he's away. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, a special television broadcast showcases Earth's hero Hercule taking on and defeating Cell. Hercule, now on live TV, comments to the interviewers how many miracles took place back then more than 10 years ago, including the resurrection of all the people killed by Cell. Watching the broadcast from their home, Krillin comments to his family how it was the Z Fighters who asked Shenron to bring them back. The interviewer then asks for a comment on the mysterious young man who was seen standing in the spot where Cell disappeared, but Hercule says it's fake news and reiterates that Cell is totally gone for good. Upon hearing that Hercule saved the Earth yet again 7 years later in the battle with Majin Buu, number 18 turns the television off. Goku then arrives at their home, intent on asking Krillin and 18 to participate in the upcoming tournament. Unwilling to tell the two of their universe's potential erasure per Beerus' instruction, Goku eventually settles on a lie, stating each participant will win 10 million zenny each, which convinces 18 to get involved. Goku inquires where 17 is so he can invite him to participate as well, but 18 only knows that he's working in some wildlife sanctuary, but doesn't know the name. Krillin says to ask Dende as he can see everything from the sky, and Goku heads off to recruit his remaining teammates. Upon Goku's arrival to the lookout, Dende tells Goku that he's already aware of the trouble they're in, having figured something was up when Beerus and the Supreme Kai had arrived on Earth. Mr. Popo states that this is all Goku's fault, but Dende admits that it's also thanks to Goku that they have a fighting chance at all. Dende agrees to show Goku where number 17 is, and the lookout begins flying off to the south, much to Goku's surprise. As they travel, Goku wonders why 17 became a good guy, to which Dende explains that Krillin's wish for the bombs to be removed from he and 18 triggered him to regain his humanity, so to speak. Dende further explains that it seems that number 17 is even stronger than he was back then, and it would be terrible if he were still their enemy. Goku seems surprised by this, to which Popo notes that Goku's been too preoccupied with all that matters in space that he's been neglecting what's been happening back on Earth. That aside, Dende goes on to ask Goku if he knows of a boy with extraordinary abilities living in a small village to the south, but Goku is unaware of who he's referring to. This prodigy is revealed to be Oob, the reincarnation of Majin Buu, otherwise remembered as the most formidable enemy Goku's ever faced. Dende tells Goku that he must train him someday to use his power for good, and the Saiyan says that he'll remember. As they arrive above the island in question, Goku quickly flies down to search for number 17. He's surrounded on the ground by wildlife, only to be caught up in the next moment actual number 17 and open fire, only to be easily handled and tossed into the distance. Number 17 glares at Goku and attacks him, believing he's one of the poachers, and the two trade blows as Goku powers up to Super Saiyan 2 and eventually Super Saiyan 3. 17 surprisingly holds his own and knocks Goku to the island floor, although the Saiyan uses instant transmission before he can damage the habitat. Goku attempts to talk to 17 peacefully, but the android blows him away with a ki attack. As he then attempts to launch a large energy sphere toward the Saiyan, Goku yells to 17, introducing himself. Goku's voice and appearance are now familiar to number 17, having witnessed him inside Cell during the final battle. Goku tells 17 he needs to talk to him, but the park ranger states he needs to wrap things up with the poachers first. Later that evening and night, after dealing with the remaining poachers, 17 declines to participate in the tournament, saying he has to protect the wildlife at all times. Goku understandably becomes persistent and desperate under the circumstances, then stating that everyone's lives are on the line. 17 demands an explanation, and even after explaining everything, including the potential erasure of the universe, number 17 still refuses to participate, figuring if they all get erased, at least they'll all die together. However, upon hearing that Krillin will be fighting, 17 begins to change his mind as he feels he owes Krillin a favor, being as though he was responsible for removing the bomb from his body over 10 years ago. Goku also explains the benefit of the Super Dragon Balls for the tournament's winner, and 17 says he'd love a cruiser to sail around on with his family. Goku's surprised that 17 didn't want to wish for anything like world domination and offers to give him the Super Dragon Balls even if he isn't the last one standing out of their universe's contestants. Back at the TV studio, Hercule leaves to check in with Boo, who's unfortunately fallen into a deep slumber. While he normally only goes to sleep for moments at a time, every so often he goes into a 2-month hibernation. Hercule calls Bulma to let her and the others know, distracting her from thinking about Yamcha as a possible team member. Beerus threatens to throw Boo out of bed, and Hercule offers to participate in his place, although Vegeta declines his offer immediately. The group are down to only 8 competitors now, so Vegeta suggests they get Gohan. Whis calls Goku to relay the news, and the Saiyan heads to Piccolo, who wants Goku to grab him some senzu beans in preparation to train Gohan for the Tournament of Power. Over in Universe 6, Kaba visits his homeworld planet Sadala at Champa's insistence to gather the best fighters, unconcerned of whether they're good or bad guys. The Saiyan notices a vehicle drive by that should be one of their own, and the two men discuss being in someone named Caulifla's territory, but remember they're soldiers of the Sadala army after all. Their car comes to a sudden stop when a woman appears in front. It's revealed to be Caulifla herself, and she demands the men hand everything they have over to her and her 3 partners. Though one of the men know of Caulifla's strength, the other grows upset and attacks the woman, who easily dodges the punch and slams the man into a nearby building. As she and her pals go through the Sadala army stuff, they realize the bags are filled with food and jewels meant to be tributes to the king of Sadala himself. The attacked man then pulls out a gun, which disappears just as quickly as he drew it, as one of the other women with Caulifla casually holds it behind her back and proceeds to crush it with ease. Caulifla and the others leave to sort through the loot when Kaba appears at the door, shooting a key blast to shoot a gun out of one of the hoodlums' hands. Kaba presumes the woman in charge is Caulifla, and she remains unfazed. Back in Universe 7, Supreme Kai wonders if the other universes have chosen their warriors yet, as Bulma walks by to find he and Whis conversing, wondering if they'll be getting any sleep. Whis states he has no need for sleep, and Supreme Kai is still worrying over the selection process of suitable warriors for Universe 7. Back to Universe 6, Kaba is clearly making little progress with Caulifla, as he's seen flying through the air following an attack from her. Caulifla expresses no interest in joining the tournament unless Kaba can somehow force her to, although she has yet to meet a single Saiyan who can manage to defeat her. Kaba then transforms into a Super Saiyan and quickly moves behind Caulifla, who's now unable to keep up with his attacks. Kaba references the transformation by name and states the Saiyans of Universe 7 can all do this, further confusing Caulifla. Following an extended series of attacks, Kaba stops short of delivering a final blow to Caulifla, instead extending his hand to show one of the stolen jewels she had around her neck. Caulifla's cohorts watch on as Kaba demands its return and further explains their situation as once again, the tournament will consist of other Saiyan warriors who have evolved even further than them. Kaba then promises to teach Caulifla how to transform if she joins their team, and she agrees. In the meantime, somehow one of Caulifla's cohorts has stolen the jewel back again from Kaba without his noticing, leaving him in awe. Back in Universe 7, Beerus wakes up at Capsule Corp to find Krillin there, who states that Master Roshi will also be joining them. Krillin then mentions what some of them will be doing with the prize money, which confuses Vegeta. An hour later, Goku returns from Tien's house after convincing him to join the team, and Krillin gets upset with him for lying about the true stakes of the Tournament of Power, but ultimately agrees to still fight. To smooth things over, Bulma offers to still pay 18 and Roshi, assuming Universe 7 wins, pleasing Goku, but annoying her. The group still needs an additional teammate, though. Goku states he wishes he'd asked future Trunks to stay a bit longer, and Beerus notices that everyone they've chosen is from Earth, no thanks in part to Frieza and his army being wiped out. Goku then gets the bright idea to bring Frieza back from the dead to fight with them, shocking everyone in the room. The group explains that they wouldn't have enough time to gather the Dragon Balls to revive him, but Goku states that they could use fortune teller Baba to bring him to Earth for 24 hours, same as she did with him and Vegeta during their battle with Boo. Vegeta questions Goku's desperation, assuming they'd still be able to win with their team as it stands already. Goku, however, admits that he already lost to someone in Universe 11, and apparently the universe seems to have an even stronger ally than that on their side. To confirm, Goku asks Whis if there are stronger warriors than Universe 7 out there, and Whis explains that he doesn't really make it his business to know about them, but it's possible that some warriors could be participating that no one's ever seen or heard of before. In Universe 6, Kaba travels off with Caulifla, who's apparently mastered the new Super Saiyan transformation already. Kaba notes that Universe 7's warriors apparently had a lot of trouble with it, which prompts Caulifla to note that she's more talented than them. In the back seat, Kaba's also asked one of Caulifla's cohorts, Kale, to tag along, as they need all the help they can get. Caulifla admits that Kale is promising, but still has a ways to go, and she nervously acknowledges the statement. Back in Universe 7, Krillin concedes that they may need Frieza, and even Vegeta is willing to go along with the plan. Beerus comments on how low Universe 7's fallen to be recruiting dead people, though Whis sees it as a unique move and says they should wait to see how this plays out. Down in Frieza's own personal hell, the Tyrant awakens from a flashback of his loss against Vegeta and Goku to a scene of parading fairies and Goku himself standing before him, commenting on how nice things are down there. Goku then offers Frieza a chance to get out for the next 24 hours, but Frieza can tell there's more to the story than he's letting on. The next morning, Goku has still not arrived back with Frieza. The others have all gathered though. Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, number 18, number 17, Tien Shenhan, and Master Roshi. Vegeta comments on Gohan's growth and assures 17 that his island is in good hands with Trunks, who'd been trusted along with Goten to watch over it to make sure poachers don't hurt the wildlife. In Goku's absence, the group assumes he failed to get their last member. Tien assumes that Goku is off getting Yamcha and says if it comes down to it, he'll go to get Chaozu himself. Just then, fortune teller Baba appears with Goku and Frieza, each looking rather beaten as the group is shocked by Frieza's presence yet again. Goku apparently had to do some persuading to get him to tag along, and Piccolo throws them each a senzu, stating they need to get moving. As Vegeta mocks Frieza for the halo over his head, Goku notes that the Tyrant's apparently gotten even stronger, using his time to image train in preparation to murder everyone. Beerus says he'll stop Frieza himself if it comes down to it, but Frieza says he's only joking. Whis wonders how Goku managed to convince Frieza to join in the first place, and the Tyrant reveals it took a promise of his complete resurrection should their universe survive, much to everyone's shock. Beerus and Whis gather everyone up in a circle and tells them to hold hands as it's the only way to transport them all together. Frieza initially refuses to touch Goku, but Beerus threatens to erase him, and he complies. Beerus then takes the time to explain that this is a battle royale, and they all need to work together for once. He urges everyone to focus on teamwork to conserve their energy so they can get rid of the enemies together, to which the group agrees. Whis then contacts the Grand Priest and announces their readiness, and Bulma bids everyone a farewell as the group departs for the Tournament of Power. Universe 7's team arrives in the world of Void alongside teams from other universes. Vegeta and Gohan figure that their ability to fly will be an advantage so they won't get knocked off the stage, but as Whis correctly deduces, the group is unable to fly in this tournament. This restriction is only on competitors though, as Beerus, Whis, and Supreme Kai are able to fly, and it doesn't affect winged creatures from other universes as the ability is a part of them. The gravity has also been independently adjusted according to each fighter's planet, which impresses Gohan. Champa and his team from Universe 6 arrive with Vegeta already in tears from Caulifla's insults. Champa then tells the Saiyan that if he refuses to fight, he'll make her regret it, although she doesn't seem worried at all. Goku greets Hit, who correctly assumes that the tournament is a result of the Saiyan's actions, and swears not to lose to him again, as he's gotten stronger since their last encounter. In the distance, Kaba explains who the Universe 7 Saiyans are to Caulifla, which includes Vegeta, who taught him to become a Super Saiyan. Frieza and Frost also meet, agreeing to team up with one another for the time being. Goku and Vegeta look toward Universe 11, assuming one of the warriors must be Jiren. Goku wanders over to say hello to Toppo and introduce himself to Jiren, who immediately dismisses Goku, stating that he's pathetic and he'd rather not waste his time on him. Goku steps steps away, and taking another look at their competition, Velma deduces that compared to Jiren, every contestant in the tournament is pathetic, and they shouldn't be worried. The Grand Priest greets all of the teams and introduces them to Omni Kings as Beerus, Supreme Kai, and the others take their seats. Beerus demanding that their universe's team works together. Champa and Beerus take swipes at each other's teams, while Piccolo, Gohan, and others are confused over a universe that appears to only have 8 fighters. The Grand Priest then explains the rules, as the fight will last 100 tacks, which equates to about 48 minutes in Earth time. The central pillar in the arena will descend as time passes, and the fight will officially be over when it reaches the bottom. There are no weapons allowed, killing is forbidden, and the objective is to knock the opponents out of the ring, who will then be warped into the stands afterward. The tournament begins, and as Gohan begins to prep everyone for teamwork, Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, 17, and 18 all rush out in different directions on their own. Each of them manage to immediately take out various fighters except for Goku, who's rushed by the majority of the Pride Troopers from Universe 11 all at once. Goku's forced to transform into a Super Saiyan and knocks them away, then setting his sights directly on Jiren. As all the fighters continue to clash, Frieza stops to speak with Frost, offering him a tip that the bald fighters on his team should pose no threat and could be knocked out easily. Frost questions Frieza's motives since reducing his team's numbers could result in a loss, but Frieza says that he's only concerned with revenge on the Saiyans, and Frost agrees to play along. Krillin, Master Roshi, Gohan, Piccolo, and Tien Shinhan decide to stick together, but suddenly the group is attacked by Vegeta. When the group dodge his attack, Frost takes the opportunity to knock off a distracted Krillin, eliminating him immediately. Beerus yells at Krillin once he reappears in the stands, and Champa laughs at his brother for already losing a fighter until one of his own appears, saying that he had no time to use his magic spells to avoid getting eliminated. Supreme Kai then notices that several fighters from other universes are also appearing in the stands. Back in the arena, Frost is fighting Tien and Master Roshi, preparing to eliminate them both next. Gohan notices his team having trouble and tries to help, but he's stopped by the trio of danger of Universe 9. The team of Bergamo, Lavender, and Basil attack Gohan as a group, and the young Saiyan has trouble with their teamwork. Piccolo is fighting against 3 other members of Universe 9, and Tien tells Master Roshi to dodge before he fires a Neo Tri-Beam at Frost. The blast attracts the attention of other fighters nearby, and with Tien already exhausted, Master Roshi tells him not to overdo it. Krillin wonders if the attack worked, and Beerus confirms it didn't, pointing out Frost emerging from the smoke completely unharmed. Frost then suddenly charges at Tien and lands a hard punch, eliminating him. He then directs his attention to Master Roshi, stating that he'll be the next to go. The Universe 7 spectators notice Frost conversing with Frieza, and they speculate that Frieza's leaking intel about his teammates to Frost. Krillin yells to Goku to go for Frost, as he's the biggest threat to their team, and Goku, having been preoccupied in his fight with Universe 11, is surprised that Krillin and Tien are both already eliminated. Goku then spots Frost about to attack Master Roshi and protects him, then advising that he and Master Roshi fight Frost together. However, Roshi yells at him, telling Goku to focus on his own opponent since he wants to fight Jiren. Frieza then tells Frost to pull back since Goku would likely be too much for him to handle, and the two take off. Frieza then asking Frost if he's currently in his final form, to which he answers yes. Frost is surprised to hear that Frieza has another transformation up his sleeve, and Frieza advises that Frost fight at full strength for the rest of the first half, and when he's tired out, he'll jump in and take over, which Frost agrees to. Meanwhile, Piccolo is fighting Razzle, who has him trapped and flying through the air, preparing to drop him out of the ring. Gohan, still fighting the trio of danger, notices his master in trouble and kicks out an explosive wave to knock the brothers away. Gohan then jumps into the air to save Piccolo, who notices this and moves his head out of the way so Gohan can land a clean hit on Razzle. Gohan begins to fall out of the ring, but saves himself by firing a Kamehameha to propel himself back in. As Razzle falls, he's saved by his teammate Hop's extensive claws. The remainder of Universe 9 then gather in front of Gohan and Piccolo ready to attack, but Frost suddenly zooms past the two, firing a huge blast at Universe 9 and knocking one of their members known as Oregano out of the ring. Universe 9 member Hyssop suddenly appears behind Frost and attempts to crush him with a punch, but Frost overpowers the large warrior and whirls him around, knocking him into Razzle and eliminating them both. Frost then turns his attention to the other warriors of Universe 9 and knocks them all out of the ring as well. With just the trio of danger remaining, they retreat to avoid being knocked out, and Frieza is impressed by Frost's performance. The tyrant says Frost has done enough and prepares to step in, but decides to give him one more piece of advice as he grabs the fighter by his throat and tells him never to trust anyone. Frieza then kicks Frost out of bounds to the surprise of Champa and the other spectators, and Whis realizes that this was all a part of Frieza's plan, using Frost to get rid of the weaker fighters. Meanwhile, Gohan and Piccolo are surrounded by the trio of danger, and Piccolo advises that he and Gohan split up, since much trouble together. Bergamo orders his brothers to follow Gohan while he follows Piccolo, and Basil and Lavender gang up on Gohan, but they're suddenly blasted and knocked off the arena by Frieza. Bergamo is the only fighter remaining from Universe 9, and he's cornered by Piccolo. Piccolo tells him to jump to spare himself the pain, but Sidra yells to Bergamo to hang in there, noting that it's the end of their universe if he's eliminated. Piccolo, hearing this, hesitates as Bergamo pleads for mercy, but Frieza suddenly knocks him off, reminding Piccolo with a smirk that this is about their own survival, and he'd be wise to remember that. With Universe 9 now completely eliminated from the competition, their universe is erased by the Omni Kings, leaving just their angel. The fighters all stop their battles distracted by this, and the Grand Priest reminds them of the rules, with Supreme Kai afraid that even the gods will be erased from their universe should they lose. Amidst all the tension though, Beerus dramatically yells to his universe's warriors that losing is certainly not an option, and the remaining fighters hear him, as Goku states they'll be doomed either way if they lose. With Universe 9 now eliminated, there are now 43 minutes left in the Tournament of Power. The Gods of Destruction from the exempt universes discuss what just happened, commenting on how each universe up till now seems to have lost a few fighters, except for Universe 11, which still remains in the lead. Meanwhile, Goku as a Super Saiyan confronts Toppo and Dispo, but soon finds himself completely outmatched, unable to land a single blow to the swift Dispo, who creates an opening for his teammate Toppo, who begins to pummel Goku into the floor. As Goku begins to realize that he's running out of power, he notices Hit getting knocked down in the distance by Jiren. Goku then transforms into his perfected Super Saiyan blue form and knocks Toppo away as he rushes in to attack Jiren. However, a simple key wave from Jiren is enough to knock Goku backward towards Hit, surprising Beerus and Krillin in the spectator seats. Goku recovers and wonders if Hit was able to use his time skip on Jiren, but Hit says it proved to be useless against him. Toppo and Dispo join Jiren in order to help him fight against Goku and Hit, but Jiren tells them there's no need, as he'll deal with the two by himself. Goku rushes in to attack Jiren, attempting to catch him off guard with an instant transmission, a barrage of physical attacks, and even the burst Kamehameha, but none are able to move Jiren an inch. Jiren then knocks Goku away and uses a barrage of punches on him, nearly pushing him off the edge of the arena completely. Just as he's about to deliver the final blow to the Saiyan who he addresses as the Nameless Warrior, Hit intervenes with a kick, knocking Jiren away and giving Goku the perfect chance to get back up on the arena. Noting that Hit had just landed a blow, Goku wonders if he found a way to fight without using his time skip, to which Hit states that ever since Goku had broken through his time skip during the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, he's given up merely relying on special abilities, and instead learned to hone his own strength. Hit then removes his cloak and begins a physical assault on Jiren, but just like Goku, he comes up short, the Saiyan then joining in, but the two are still unable to find any advantage in the battle. Hit then tells Goku that he has a new special move, one that he can only pull off if the two work together and use their full power on Jiren. Goku gives it some thought though and regresses to his base form, telling Hit that he wants to beat Jiren on his own, and that there's still a wall he needs to overcome during this tournament in order to stand a chance of winning it. Hit accepts this, but decides to continue with his plan, and after powering up, he uses a new technique called time lag on Jiren that significantly lowers his speed to the point that he can't land a blow. Hit explains that time only for Jiren has been warped, and the Angel of Universe 6 Vados explains that due to the power difference between the two, Hit wasn't able to freeze Jiren, but he could at least slow him down enough to gain an advantage. Hit is able to push Jiren to the edge of the arena with confidence, but just as he's about to knock him off, Goku notices that Jiren has been holding back. Jiren then suddenly increases the speed of his attacks to overcome the time lag and uppercuts Hit, knocking him far into the air and off of the arena, eliminating him from the competition. Goku catches Jiren's attention and acknowledges he's caught on to his plan to conserve energy for now, and Jiren states that Goku's impressively perceptive if nothing else, as the Saiyan warrior notes that he finally remembered his name. And now, I'm gonna hand it over to my bro Cage, who helped me out with the video.
Thanks for having me on, bro. Editing this entire video almost killed me, but it was worth it. So anyway, let's get back to the tournament. Vegeta expresses shock that the mighty warrior Hit has been eliminated by Jiren. As Toppo and Dispo stand before the Saiyan Prince, Toppo tells him how Jiren would never fall for such tricks. Vegeta confirms that Toppo is the one who defeated Goku in the Zen exhibition match, and Dispo speaks to Vegeta, stating he's supposedly the second best warrior in Universe 7. Now riled up after hearing this, Vegeta proclaims himself as the strongest in all of existence and transforms into a perfected Super Saiyan Blue. He rushes towards the two and easily swats Dispo aside, attacking attacks Toppo next and knocks him down. Toppo concedes that Vegeta may be on par with Goku's strength after all, but states he still won't be able to defeat them. Meanwhile, Android 17 fights against Gotenko, the warrior from Universe 6, but his physical attacks seem to have no effect on his